Valvano here, Jojo Valvano here, and I'm here to discuss WWE SmackDown review from July 28th, 2023, which, as you can see, was a mid-show in my honest opinion. Um, the, I'm going to talk about the whole show, but the best parts, in my honest opinion, tonight was the Bloodline, and then LA Knight being on the show, even though it was like a 1 minute little thing, but he is going to be at SummerSlam. He's going to be in a battle royal that I'm hoping is going to be for a championship or for a future title shot or something. Because right now it's just a normal old battle royal, which it's for nothing. So like I'm hoping next week they're going to announce that it's going to be more. It's going to be for something, a future title shot. Like I said, something to make it more exciting, because right now it's just a battle royal to get more superstars on the show. So, but we're gonna start off with the first thing that started off the show, which was Jey Uso's promo. He basically said that he's in their town, and then out came Roman Reigns, of course, to take up the moment, and then Roman was blaming Jey Uso for everything, saying that like the only reason he was on main event Jey Uso was because Jimmy got hurt, basically. So there was a lot of Roman blaming Jey Uso for stuff tonight, which this was a really good promo between these guys. Jey Uso, man, Jey Uso, gotta love Us, honor it or not honor it. Jey Uso, the man. Main event Jey Uso, who honestly is one of my favorites on SmackDown. But like I said, this was a really good promo between these guys. They get really personal, and Jey Uso basically said that he's gonna beat Roman again, and he's gonna beat him at SummerSlam for the titles. So like I said, this was personal between these guys. The bloodline stuff is always great on SmackDown, but other than that, sometimes it's not. Hi from the UK. What's up, brother? Thank you for joining me. But yeah, Jay's promo was good. He's very passionate, and like I said, Roman is just this crazy dude, man, blaming everybody but himself. So it's wild, honestly. But you gotta Roman's become really good. Like I'll admit it. I used to think Roman sucked, but the dude's gotten so much better on the mic. He's more comfortable. He's more passionate at shit. So it's really good. Are you solo tonight? Yes, sir, man, because my brother wasn't able to watch the show, so I'm just doing tonight. He'll be back on tomorrow for Collision. But yeah, so I'm solo tonight. But speaking of solo, he's literally just sitting there, man, at times. Like I wonder about him. He just has those emotions, like you can't tell if he cares or if he doesn't care. It's hard to explain, man. Like, he just sits there with no emotion at all. Not one care, but he's still staring. He's still looking. So it's like, I don't know. You never know what side Solo's going to be on. But that's going to be interesting coming up eventually when they do tease that. Because you got to... Solo's someone that I'm a big fan of. The dude's great. Even though he doesn't talk much, it's great. I'm fine with it. It's his character. But, yeah, this was a great start to the show. It was at least a 13-minute promo. Really loved it. Like I said, the bloodline stuff is the best on the show. Always the best. I totally always believe that it's going to be the best stuff, and it was. Like I said, Jey Uso and Roman cut a great promo against each other, so this was good. I enjoyed this start of the show. I honestly did. So happy LA Knight getting a chance in that battle royal at SummerSlam. I think he wins it, and then Santos versus Theory versus LA Knight. Do you like my fantasy booking, JoJo? Yes, sir, man. I'm very happy LA Knight is on the pay-per-view. I just hope they give it something. Like you said, give it a title match. Give it something, because if it's just a battle royal and he wins and nothing happens, it's like, okay, that's like a jobber battle royal. I need more. Adam Pearce said that next week he's gonna figure it out more. So hopefully they say it's for the U.S. title, or like you said, the winner of this battle royal gets entered into the triple threat. But now they're not doing the Santos versus Austin Theory at SummerSlam. They're doing it in 2 weeks, which is stupid. Like, that match belongs on SummerSlam. in my honest opinion. They should be fighting at SummerSlam. Santos deserves it. Austin Theory, not so much. He's been a mid as a champion, but that U.S. title deserves it. So I just, like I said, I'm happy, but I do got to get out something. LA Knight was feuding with Shit Row tonight. I don't know why. I can't even count this match as really good because it was a squash, literally. He like, I know I'm happy LA Knight won, but it's like, this was bad. Shit Row sucks. Get them off my TV. Literally, it was one move, and then LA Knight does his stuff and then wins the match, and then he cut a good little promo on all of them, but it's like, I'm happy he's on the show, but we need a better direction, and I'm really, really hoping, like I said, this Battle Royal is going to be some type of title opportunity shot that the winner gets added in, something like that, because I don't want to see a normal Battle Royal with nothing on the line. That's lame. So we need more. Like, we need really, really more. Like I said, I'm very happy I got to see the megastar, L.A. Knight. Yeah. New Orleans pop for this man tonight. This dude gets mega pops everywhere. And he went up to Adam Pearce and he was like, yo, man, if anybody needs to be entered in this match, it's me, L.A. Knight. Yeah. And then Sheamus interrupts, and then they get into a little brawl. Not really a brawl, but they get into words. And then Adam Pearce announced that next week, Sheamus versus LA Knight, one-on-one in a match, just one night before SummerSlam. So that should be a good match, but LA Knight needs to win. He better not lose next week and then win. Like, he goes 1 week winning, and then he loses the Battle Royal. No. The megastar needs all the wins. He needs to win this Battle Royal. There's no one else that deserves to win. I'm sorry, Sheamus. Love you, brother. But LA Knight is the megastar. Yeah. Also, my opinion, Chelsea Green probably best returned by Triple H. She gets released, comes back, tag champ. What an awful booking decision to put Charlotte Bianca in that tag. Thank you, bro. This was awful. Awful. I didn't even care for this match because, okay, another thing. Before I get into that, Asuka is the women's champion. Where is she at? She's feuding with Bayley and Io for some reason, which she's getting involved in the Shotzi stuff too. Like, I don't understand why she's involved in that. I get Io's the contract holder, so she's kind of talking to her, but literally in that tag match, which was coexist, can they coexist, which is the stupidest shit. It was a dumb match. They hurt the tag champions. Like, the tag champions have not had one match since winning them. And their first match back, they lose to Charlotte and Bianca. Really? Like, come on. Is that the best decision we could do? No wonder no one cares for this tag division, because what they book, it's just, I don't get it, man. And then, like I agree with you, man. Like, I really do. It was an awful, awful decision. They hurt the tag champions even more, because now their first match winning the titles, they lose. They're losers now. It's like, how am I supposed to get behind this? And nothing, like, the match just wasn't good. I didn't care for it. It's, can you coexist? I didn't want them to win. I thought the tag champs needed to win more, but of course Charlotte gets the win. And then no Asuka. Like, Asuka doesn't even come out to attack no one or nothing. Nothing. Nowhere near either of these ladies. It's like it's Bianca versus Charlotte for the title. Where's Asuka? Oh yeah, Asuka's in the segment next for some reason. Like, I get it. Io is the contract holder, but still, that's not her feud. Maybe after SummerSlam, but it's like, now it's like, that was just stupid. There was a lot of dumb on this show. And the women's division stuff is just, I don't know, man. It's just pointless to me. Like, I don't get why you gotta hurt the tag champions in this. Why did they have to be involved to lose this? They should have won and then had Asuka attack or something. Like, Asuka wasn't even involved in this. It was so, like I don't even get it, man. I really don't. That was awful decision. Then win and make make Sonya, Chelsea look crap as champs. Thank God it wasn't for titles. Not sure if you agree about the tag match. I agree, man. Trust me. It was stupid, man. I would have not booked that tag match. I hate Can You Coexist. It's stupid. Especially, like, I knew they were going to win, and now I feel like they're going to get a title shot. And if they win those titles, I'm so over it. I honestly feel Asuka's gonna lose the title because she's an afterthought in this feud. Where has she been? Like seriously, she's. It's like I said, it's like Charlotte and Bianca are fighting for this title in a one-on-one, because that's what I got off it today. Literally, Asuka was nowhere near this, and she is the champion. She is your champion, and you're treating her like that. Like it makes me really get pissed. Like seriously. I do want to mention though, Paul Heyman was not holding the other titles Roman has. So I guess they're just sticking with that normal new title that they made, which is great. Leave all the other titles retired and keep the one major championship. This is the right move. And that's the last thing I'm going to say about that stuff, but I'm glad to see that. Hopefully they keep it this way, because I just don't want to see more titles. But we also had Rey Mysterio versus Santos, which went for a little bit, but then Rey Mysterio actually got injured right when we got back from the commercial. But I guess it's not a serious injury. It's just a storyline injury, so I'm not going to put too much on that. But Santos wins, so he'll be facing Austin Theory for the U.S. title in 2 weeks. Not at SummerSlam, your biggest party of the summer. No, you can't do that. We have to do it 2 weeks from tonight, the following SmackDown after SummerSlam, which I think is the dumbest stuff. Like, if there's a lot of matches, fine, but it's like Santos and Theory and that U.S. title should be on the show, especially the U.S. title and Santos. Austin Theory, I don't care as much. His booking has been just shit. But, yeah, it's just, this match should be on SummerSlam, and of course it's not, so I guess it's okay that LA Knight didn't win, because he would have never got the show anyways. What is Asuka doing? Wow, WWE's stupid. Shotzi, Bayley, Io feud is awful. And no way Asuka winning at SummerSlam. Charlotte or Bianca winning? Probably Charlotte, because WWE loves 58 champ. Oh my gosh. I see Charlotte winning and Io is going to cash in. That's the only good outcome of that. Because I really want Asuka to retain, but man, she's been an afterthought. Like, she has been completely forgotten in this feud. Like, where is she? Why is she feuding with Bayley and Io? If they took the title from her, fine. Then started after SummerSlam. But this makes no sense. Literally, she showed up right after this part of Charlotte and Bianca, because they won. And then they were just standing there. And then they cut right to Bayley. And then Io's there asking her, why did she run away from her? Like, why did she leave her? And then she said, like, Shotzi sent something from, like, sent a crazy, like, a hair, I think, in the box. And then that's when Asuka shows up. And I'm just like, what are they doing? Like, Asuka literally is the women's champion in the feud we just were watching, and she didn't show up. Like, if she would have showed up in that and then it came in this, I would have been fine. But literally nowhere near that triple threat. So how am I supposed to, like... So stupid. I love WWE, but man, this stuff is just... It's ridiculous. Like, the Charlotte Bianca stuff, can you coexist? I don't care. I want SummerSlam to be over with, because there's just stupid stuff going on. And, like, man, you got the women's tag team champions losing. I can't believe they're booking that. And then they wonder why we don't care, because you don't let us care. You just destroy, it's very frustrating. They haven't even mentioned her. It's been about Bianca and Charlotte. Awful. Afterthought, like you said, really unfair on Asuka. I feel awful for her. Not being considered or put in a separate feud. Nothing. I agree, bro. Absolutely agree. This is so stupid. This felt like a Vince McMahon type show. Like, at first, with the titles going away, I was fine with that. But then, like, this show just completely went to shit. Like, I won't blame nothing on Rey and Santos. That happened. Like, Rey got hurt. But shit row feuding with LA Knight, like, that was stupid. LA Knight won in, like, 1 minute. I'm not even going to read nothing about that. That was awful. Glad LA Knight won, but his promo was better than the whole match, because it was literally just nothing. Like, it was just a pointless time. Glad he was on the show, but we got to do better with this man. He is so over, and to do with the actual title, I think WWE forgot Asuka champion. LOL, awful to do better WWE. I agree, bro. That like like if it's not Charlotte or Roman, you're not getting nothing. Or Bianca. I love Bianca, but neither of them need to win this title. Asuka needs to retain, and then I would have Io win the women's title right after. If they're gonna do that, fine. But man, Asuka's title reign has been just forgettable. Like she's done really nothing, man. Like I don't know why she's feuding with Bayley. Like why are you backstage talking to Bayley and Io? I get, like I said, I get Io has a contract, but still, that has nothing to do with your feud. Wait until after SummerSlam to start something new. But this was just stupid in my opinion. Like then the coexist stuff was just lame. Like I said, Adam Pearce announced LA Knight and Sheamus will be facing off against each other next week. They're both in the Battle Royal. That was, I guess, okay. I hope LA Knight wins, but there's really nothing to it unless if they announce next week on the Go Home show that the winner will get a U.S. title shot or an opportunity to win something. Like, I need something. Like, come on. And then another match was Karrion Kross versus Carl Anderson, and Carl asked AJ to stay back and let him do it. This match was like 1 minute long. Carl Anderson did like one thing and then got destroyed the rest of the time. And then Kross laid his ass out, 1, 2, 3, started choking him out to put him back out, yelling at him. And then AJ comes running out. So I'm guessing we're going to get AJ versus Kross again. I wish I could be looking forward to this, but I've seen it so many times. If they make it a very good match the final time, I'll accept it. But, man, I'm over this. This needs to be the end of this feud. Please. Get AJ and Kross doing something different after this. I hope Charlotte wins or Asuka at SummerSlam. Then Io cashes a new champ. Mix it up. That would be great. Io as champ different would feel fresh, and someone else would feel as a women's. I agree, man. I would rather if Charlotte does win, Io better cash in. But if Asuka retains, I kind of don't even want to see Io cash in yet because Asuka's title reign has just been so forgettable that I wish she would continue it. But honestly, I'm telling you, she's gonna lose that title. Charlotte's gonna become a 15-time women's champion just to lose it seconds later to Io, and then Bayley's gonna screw over Io after, and that's gonna get them into a feud. So that should be good with Io and Bayley, but like this women's division, just like the AEW's women's division, is just not good. Like I'm just being honest. Like Charlotte and Bianca going after the women's tag champion, how is that good? You're supposed to be building the tag division up, and instead you're having them lose their. I believe it's their first match as the champs. I don't think they competed against anyone else, so I'm pretty sure this was the first match, and they lost. Like, it's so stupid. I don't get it. I really don't. Like, the women's division is just, it's slowly dying more and more, and I love it. I love the women. I love them all. They're all great. But, man, like, I don't know. This company sometimes, bro, they don't know how to book it. And I just don't get it. Like, you have so much good talent. Why are you booking 2 top women to defeat the tag champions, just like Impact did last night against Killer Kelly and Misha? Both of them lost, which made no, or not both of them. One of them lost. I forgot the one, but she lost, got pinned, and I'm like, why are we doing this? 2 nights in a row, tag team women champions lose. Like that's not good. I don't like when they do that. WWE and Impact both need to get better. Main eventer, instead of Becky, Rhea, Charlotte, Becky all the time. They don't consider the other 20 women on the roster. It's really unfair. Give them a chance. I hope Bayley goes solo too. I agree 100% with everything you just said. Like seriously, like it's Charlotte, Becky, or it's Becky, Charlotte, Bayley. But see, Bayley I'm totally fine with because Bayley doesn't get her flowers as much. Becky and Charlotte are always on TV. And then Bianca's becoming like that too. Like she's always like, and I'm not hating against Bianca, one of my favorites, but like you said, give the others a chance. Like where's Candice LeRae? Where's Tegan Knox? Dakota, Dakota's injured. Candace's friend, I forgot her name. It's gonna bother me, but I forgot her name. But who else is on the women's roster that could be there? But so you got Candace, Nikki Cross, Tegan Knox. You got there's a whole I can't remember all the women because they never show them. Like, I can't wait for Shayna to get away from Ronda so we can get Shayna into a title picture, doing stuff like that, build her up as well. Like, there's a lot of women that don't get the spotlight, and then there's Charlotte, Becky, and Bianca always getting the top spotlight. Let's give Asuka her flowers, please. Like, come on. I really hope Asuka retains that championship at SummerSlam, but I just know it. Charlotte's going to take the title once again, making her a 15-time champion just to lose it to go to 16. Like, that's all they care about, making her as big as her father or bigger. Like, I don't care for this. Charlotte's just not exciting to me. I love Bayley, but this damage control is awful. We're all waiting for Bayley to turn every single week. Nothing happens. The next week, still together. I thought they were splitting up. Damn, I agree. They were, and then, like, it does seem like they are. Maybe when Io wins the title, that's when it's going to happen. Bayley turns on Io, or Io screws over Bayley not wanting to be with her. Because Io's been getting kind of pissed that Bayley's just leaving her at times. So, like, I could see that happening. But just the women's division, it's not exciting. And I got to be honest with you guys. Like, I always come on here with my brother and be honest. We're not going to sit here and lie and say when something isn't bad. Like, this is not exciting. This is not good. This is bad. But, yeah, like, they need to get better with the women's division and push more females. But like I said, LA Knight winning his squash match was good, but it's like, I really hope the Battle Royal is something more, because if it's just a Battle Royal, that is so stupid. Like, LA Knight should be in a top feud, but instead he's in a jobber Battle Royal that hopefully he's going to win, but will he? Who knows? I've already gotten 3 times that I thought he was going to win. Thought he was going to beat Bray, lost. Thought he was going to I thought he was going to win the Money in the Bank, lost. I thought he was going to win that Fatal 4-Way, lost. Now I'm really hoping this Battle Royal is my final shot. Like, if he doesn't win that, there's no one else in this Battle Royal that deserves it. I love Sheamus, like I said, but LA Knight is the dude. He is the megastar. Yeah. Push him. Yeah. Like New Orleans blew the roof off the place for this man tonight. Like I said, after SummerSlam, this dude needs to be booked so much better. Tegan Knox is on Main Event every week. Candice is on WWE Main Event every week. What I want to know, has anyone seen Aaliyah? Anyone seen Piper Niven? See, Piper Niven's another one. Aaliyah. And why is Candice LeRae and Tegan Knox on Main Event? Who watches that? You have Raw and SmackDown, your 2 biggest shows of the weekly shows, and you don't have either of them on the show. But you're telling me Bianca and Charlotte destroying the women's tag division is best for business? Like, come on. Like, Indy Hartwell, that's her name. Indy Hartwell and Candice LeRae could be challenging for the tag titles. But instead, we got Charlotte and Bianca going against them and beating them. Like, it makes no sense. Like, this women's division it's awful. I'm just going to be straight up, guys. It is awful. Agree. Hope the winner of Battle Royal is in the U.S. title. Think that's what his LA Knight said to Adam Pearce. I'm not sure. He did. He wanted to be in the U.S. match and then kind of got thrown in the Battle Royal. I did catch that. He was saying, like, to change the U.S. title scene, but then just got added in the Battle Royal. And I'm like, all right. As long as he wins and gets added, if he wins that Battle Royal and gets added into the U.S. title match at SummerSlam, all is great. But if he wins that Battle Royal and nothing happens after, then that's just as bad as Cesaro winning the Battle Royal at WrestleMania and nothing came after. Nothing. You guys remember that? Nothing happened. He became a Paul Heyman guy and then went right down to the shitter. I'm sorry I'm ranting, but this show makes me get headaches. And like I said, there was just a lot of squashes tonight. Like Cross basically squashed Carl Anderson. Knight squashed one of the shit row guys. Ray and Santos didn't finish, which I'm not gonna blame on either of them. Ray got injured, so the Charlotte Bianca stuff was just ridiculous. The minute I seen them, they like why do you want to beat the tag team champion, the women's tag team champions, when they haven't even had a match, and now they're losing their first match. So guarantee you Charlotte Bianca will challenge for those titles sometime. And that's going to be stupid because I just don't care for it. I don't. And then the other match, like I said, the main event was Jey Uso versus Grayson Waller, which was a pretty good match. Grayson Waller did the people elbow. He tried to, at least. He mocked the Rock and then missed. And then, like I said, Grayson Waller looked good in this. But then he got the Samoan drop by Jay, and then Jay did his finisher 1, 2, 3 and beats Grayson Waller, which I know he's in the main event, but once again now Grayson Waller's just losing, so I'm hoping they're gonna eventually make him win. I did see a report saying that they were high on him. Hopefully that's true because the dude is good too. I just, like I said, I knew Jimmy. Stop saying Jimmy. I knew Jay was gonna beat Grayson Waller because it was just, that's how it is. Jay needed to win, but like Grayson Waller needs to rub too. Hopefully after SummerSlam he gets a good push as well because the dude is good as well. Loved him. Grayson Waller's a heel is good, but yeah, obviously Jay needed that win, and then Roman and Solo just destroyed him after. Samoan spike into a spear completely like twice. Like Solo's looking great. Always a fan of Solo, so it's good to see him. I'm glad that he's getting a good push, and he's featured heavily on the show. And like I said, he's looking great. I remember Cesaro picked up Big Show. It was so good than nothing. Why are they a tag team? What is going on? Give Caden Carter a chance and Albert Fire Ezadon a chance at the titles. Second good. See, I agree, man. Where are those women at? Literally, they won the titles, those NXT women's titles, and they came to the main roster, lost their first title shot for it against the Shayna and Ronda, who are not even the champs no more. And then they've been gone. Like, where are they at? Why are they not challenging Chelsea and Sonya? Like you said, you got that team. You got Candice and Indy Hartwell. You can add in Tegan Knox and, if honestly, Piper Niven, at least giving them some TV time. But where's Piper Niven? She's another favorite of mine. When she got away Dewdrop, I was so happy, bro. And then it just went to crap. Like, it really went to crap. So I'm disappointed, man. Like, this women's division just sucks. It is awful. Like, bro, just noticed you look like Karen Cross' son. Thanks, man. That's funny. Cross is a favorite of mine. The dude's great, but he literally, like, to me, that match was just kind of, he literally beat the dudes instantly. It was done so quick. Like, I know they're building Cross, and I'm happy for that, but I don't get it. Like, why do we got to keep seeing AJ and Cross? I don't know if you guys are tired of this feud, but I've been tired of this feud. AJ's beat him already, like, twice. Why are we seeing, like, what, is Cross going to beat him now, and then we're going to get another one and another one? It's like, no. Get AJ and Cross doing something different, please. Like, I'm sick of it, man. Like, a lot of this stuff tonight was just not a good show, man. The Bloodline was great, and then the LA Knight stuff was good. I'm glad he's on the show. I'm glad he's at SummerSlam, but, man, they got to get him doing something different. Like, after SummerSlam is done, this man needs to be mega pushed. Yeah. He needs to be to the top. Yeah. But, like I said, this was this was a 2 out of 5 show for me, honestly. Like, I just, two good things. I'm not going to take away nothing from Ray and Santos because Ray got injured. It's not his fault. Glad he's better. I'm glad he's good. I'm glad it's not serious. But I just feel LA Knight should have been in this U.S. title match. Like, having him in a battle royal, unless it's for an opportunity at a title or something, like, it does nothing to me. It literally does nothing for me. Like, I do not care for this. If LA Knight wins and there's an opportunity that he wins a title shot, great. I hope they announce that next week. I really do. Because Adam Pearce said that he was going to let more of the info come out next week. So I'm really hoping that he's going to say something that is for a title shot. Because if this is just a normal battle royal, this is so pointless. And LA Knight, Sheamus, and a lot of other guys deserve better. Like, we're just throwing these guys out there because they have nothing else for them. So why not? Let's just do a battle royal. Battle royals are good, I guess, but it's like we've just been seeing too much. AEW as well. They do way, way, way too many battle royals. Like, way, way too many battle royals. But I'm really hoping LA Knight gets a good push after SummerSlam. He gets that win at SummerSlam. He beats Sheamus next week. I'm hoping it's for a U.S. title shot or just something good. Because if not, this sucks. Like, I hope Ancient Farts. I really do. I hope LA Knight's time is coming. Because right now, at times, it doesn't seem it. Because look at these crowds, man. New Orleans blew the roof off. Orlando last week. The week after that, like, every place they go, it gets louder. And we want the certain star. We want the mega star. We want L.A. Knight. Yeah. Like, this dude's great. Like, seriously, he's one of my favorites in the company. I'm just like, just ready for SummerSlam to get over with. Get a fresh new feuds going. Get AJ and Cross away from each other. I'm over that. I don't want to see that. Just, it doesn't intrigue me. It doesn't do nothing for me. Like I said, Cross, I'm glad Cross looked strong tonight, but it's like, he beat Carl Anderson, like, instantly. Like, they could have just done something else, like gave Cross a jobber or something, or made the match at least 10 minutes. But, like, Carl Anderson just got an ass whooping, basically. He comes to work after being gone for weeks and then just gets his ass whooped. So, there's another part though. Bobby Lashley had a segment with the Street Profits, and Bobby is basically making a second 2.0 or second 2.0, a second group with them again, like doing this all over again with the Hurt Business 2.0. And now he's got the Street Profits about to wear some nice looking suits. So that should be good. That was another, so 3 out of 5-ish, because that was another thing I enjoyed to the show. So the biggest things I enjoyed on this show tonight, always the Bloodline. LA Knight on my show, or LA Knight on my TV is great. Just need to do something more with him after SummerSlam. I'm really hoping those reports are true. And then, of course, the Hurt Business stuff is great as well. But other than that, this show was pretty missable, man. This was, like, women's stuff is just awful. I don't care for it. They hurt the tag division, basically. Like, why are you booking 2 challengers from the main title to beat your tag team champions? Like, it literally makes no sense to me. I don't know if it makes sense to you guys. Drop a comment. Like, it's stupid to me. It really, really, really is. Is SummerSlam next Saturday? Wow, not long off. Bobby Lashley making a Hurt Business 2.0 should be good. That team. I agree, that should be good. And yes, next Saturday is SummerSlam. So that should be a good show. I'm just, like I said, the pay-per-views always deliver. It's just these Raw and SmackDowns at times, they're not good, man. Like, they really, really are not. And like I said, 3-ish out of 5 for the show tonight. If you missed it, just watch those 3 parts, because other than that, this show was just missable. This show really frustrated me, as you can see. Like, this is real life frustration from this show. Like, I want the women's division doing better. Like, I want them having great matches, great feuds, but they don't care. It sucks. Like, they do not care about the tag division. Having all these other people just hurt their momentum. They'll beat them, and like Asuka not even being involved in her own feud, and she's a champ. She is the champion. Like, how disrespectful is that? Like, what the heck? But like I said, best part of the shows was the Bloodline, LA Knight being on my TV and getting SummerSlam match, and then the Hurt Business reunion type of stuff, or the 2.0 stuff. But other than that, yeah, this show was pretty missable, guys. If you haven't seen it, just, like I said, watch those 3 parts. But I'm probably going to take a hit and then head out of here. My good brother will be back with me tomorrow to talk about AEW Collision. They will have Andrade versus Buddy Matthews in a ladder match for Andrade's mask. We also have MJF and Adam Cole challenging for the Tag Team Championships against FTR. There was a 6-person tag that I forgot what the people were, but I believe it's featuring like Juice and Jay and someone, but it's a 6-person tag, but that should be good. But yeah, so good. I'm excited for tomorrow's show, but yeah, SmackDown was not good. Like, this build to SummerSlam, once again, like Money in the Bank and the other shows, have been awful. They need to get better with their finals, because this coming Monday is the go-home show. Literally, the go-home show to SummerSlam. So that's just awful. Hey, JoJo, you know that Sign booked the women's division better? Someone needs to tag WWE and help hold that up in crowd. Jeez, WWE. I agree, man. That's another thing. That Sign goes for AEW and WWE, because their women's division sucks. And they do it to themselves, because, like I said, why are you booking Charlotte and Bianca to defeat your women's tag team champions? Does that make sense to anybody here? Because it makes no sense to me. It is stupid, and it's pointless, and it's hurting the division. I like Chelsea Green. I like Sonya Deville, but I can't get behind them because they're losers. And that's because of WWE. That's not me calling them a loser. They're just losers in the show. They'll win the match. They won the match for the titles against Liv and Raquel, and then now they're losing. Or that was their last match, and now they're losing. It's stupid. And mark my words, we'll see Charlotte and Bianca challenging for those titles, and most likely will win, because these titles are a 24/7 title. They're basically flip-flop every week, every month. It's just stupid. It's so stupid. So yeah, that Sign goes for both these companies, because they need to fix these divisions for the women's tag division, especially WWE, and AEW needs to fix theirs, because Toni Storm wasn't on the show this week. The women's champion, the TBS champion. You had an awful one-on-one match with Britt Baker and Taya Valkyrie, 2 of my favorites, but that match was bad. So yeah, these companies need to get better with the divisions. Like, they need to fix women's wrestling. Focus more on them, not just the men. The men are great, but dude, I need to see the women doing great stories as well. Like, it's not just the Bloodline, because once the Bloodline's over, there's nothing in WWE that's going to excite me. Once the Bloodline's feud's over, what's going to elevate us to stay there? Like, what's going to keep us to stay there? Because I love LA Knight, but him losing over and over, besides like if he keeps, like, he won obviously tonight, which if he would have lost to that shit road dude, that would have been awful. But he's in the Battle Royal. He's in a match against Sheamus next week. I'm really hoping LA Knight takes that win, because if not, like I said, besides Bloodline, there's nothing on SmackDown. Like, there's really not. Great women wrestlers in WWE, not their fault, just the booking is crap. Vince, Triple H, do better. I hope EO, new champ, end of the triple threat. I won't be happy at all. I agree. Vince and Triple H both are blamed for this. So I agree with you on that, and I agree. If Charlotte wins, EO needs to cash in automatically right then and there, because I don't want to see Charlotte Flair walk out of SummerSlam with the title 15 times. And at SummerSlam 2018, she actually beat Becky and Carmella for the title. So I'm not even shocked if she doesn't. This is the second time they're putting her in a triple threat match. Last time she beat Becky. She pinned Becky and Becky turned heel. So like I said, I'm hoping it gets better, but these people, they just don't care. That match was awful. No chemistry, no offense to them. Taya versus Britt. Oh dear, girls, what happened? Oh my, there was a lot of botching too. Like Taya botched something, and it's just there was no communication, nothing to it. It was not good. It was not a good match. WWE not worried about the women because they ain't really the ones pulling in fans like that at the moment. It's Roman. I agree, Roman's doing great. He's pulling in people, and that's great. But you can't just focus on one talent. You got to bring in more people. You got to focus on more, especially your women. Like, I'm telling you, bro. Like, the tag match tonight was just it. It was decent, but it was pointless. Like, the women's tag champs should not be losing. It is so just. It kills the momentum of the champs because their first match as champions, they lose. Like, it's ridiculous. I can't believe they booked that. When I heard that, I was like, no. It allows them to slack in some departments, unfortunately. Yeah, but that's just lame, bro. We got to focus on all talents, especially the women, like I said. You can't have a wrestling and just have a men always wrestling. I want to see women too. I want to see the women kick ass. I want to see the women in great stories. I want to see the women get their moments. Like, there's so many good, talented women in that company, and they just do not get the time. Nikki Cross gets a minute and gets choked out. Like, come on. In NXT, she was great. Candice LeRae in NXT, she was great. Dakota Kai in NXT, she was great. Io in NXT, she was great. Bayley in NXT, she was great. They were all great. And then, like I said, some of them are still great, but it's just they don't get enough time. And it really frustrates me. Like, I really care about this. I really, really, really do. And that's why I like to give my honest opinion, even on stuff I love. AEW, I always give my opinion when the show sucks. The same with WWE, the same with TNA, the same with everything I do. Like, I want to be honest with you guys. And like I said, this was just a mid show. A lot of stuff didn't go right. A lot of stuff felt stupid. Like, the most important things on this show was the Bloodline feud and then LA Knight getting that win and going to SummerSlam. But either with that, it's pointless because I don't know if he's going to win. And then what happens after that? Like, I don't know. I really don't. This might sound stupid, but the best women roster and booking at the moment in wrestling is Impact. Trinity versus Deonna. Oh my gosh, yes please. Come on, WWE. As if you can't do it too. Bro, that's not a stupid at all, bro. You are 100% hitting facts. Impact is the best. I've said it on the show for a year. I'm going to keep saying it every time. Impact Wrestling has the best women's roster and the best booking roster. Besides that tag team match that they lost, there's times they have bad moments, but they're more better with it than WWE and AEW. They give their women more time. Literally, AEW puts their women on the last 30 minutes. That kind of pisses me off. The only time they didn't was Blood and Guts when Britt was like the first match, because the other hour is getting Blood and Guts, and it was just a squash. But like, they need to get better, because like I said, you're not. That's not stupid at all, bro. Trust me, that is 100% true. Like, nothing wrong with that at all. That's facts. Like, that is absolute facts, because it just, the women's division in WWE sucks. The AEW's women's division sucks. Like, I don't know which one's worse. Like, I really don't. They're both pretty shitty. They both need a lot of help, and I respect them all. I'm not blaming them. I'm blaming the companies that don't know how to, like, book better. Like, I just don't get it. I really don't. I won't be at SummerSlam. What's up, Venkat? I won't be at SummerSlam either, but I will be watching it and reviewing it. The women's division is vacant. Yeah, man, it's awful vacant. Like, I'm glad you're here, bro, but I don't know if you watched the show tonight or if you're just here to watch me review it, but it was the women's stuff is just it sucks, bro. Like it's bad. Like I don't get why we got Charlotte and Bianca beating the tag team champions. I really don't. Just like last night when the tag team champions lost at Impact, I don't get it. Like why do champions lose? Like, that does not need to happen. Champions should lose when it's at pay-per-views and when it means the most, not just a random show. Like I'm okay with it at a show once in a while, but not just a non-title match. Like it needs to at least be a title match, but a non-title match and then they get another. It's stupid, very stupid. The Walmart section full of women is hotter, for real, bro, for real. I think AEW's women booking is worse because they hardly feature women on Dynamite. I watch a week. Come on, Tony. One match a week. Come on, Tony, do better. Give them a chance. I agree, bro. Tony needs to get way better with that. At least the women are featured more on SmackDown and Raw, but still, the matches suck, and they just at times they don't matter, and they just don't make sense. But I do agree, AEW needs to fix theirs a lot more because one match a week, that is just pointless. And the match they gave us this week was just not good. And people being honest. Though I respect the ones that are being honest and truthful because this match was not good. They need to hear it. It was not a good match. Not blaming them, but yeah, it was sloppy. It was not a good match. It really was not. I seen it, brother. I walked out on that mid-match too. See, thank you, Vacant. At least I'm not alone, bro. At least I'm not alone because this, besides, like I said, the Bloodline and LA Knight being on my TV, yeah, is the best part of the whole show. Like that, like, and LA Knight was in a squash. He beat whatever his name. I don't even know the dude's name, and I don't care. But he beat him instantly, and then added himself in the battle royal. But then he also said he wants the U.S. title. So, like I said, I'm hoping he wins that battle royal. That becomes a contender title or a number one contender match. He gets added into the U.S. title match on SummerSlam, wins it, and then gets a really good push, and he makes the U.S. title prestigious. Because that title just feels like shit. LOL, listen, why Star came out looking like The Rock a few days ago. Yeah, see, I like that, though. He's playing off a heel, because a lot of people think he's kind of The Rock anyway, so might as well play off a little bit. But, yeah, he did come out looking like The Rock a lot. But I love Ricky Starks. Since everyone want to point out LA Knight and compare him to Rock and Austin, see, I'm telling you, bro, though, there is a lot of Austin and Rock in him. Like, when he walks out, to me, that's Stone Cold. When he talks, that's The Rock. That can also be Stone Cold, because when he says, yeah, that's Stone Cold type of shit. But then when he just, like, his movement to it, like, when he talks, like, everything about the dude, I can see it as The Rock. And that's not bad comparing him. I honestly don't see no issues with comparing them, because a lot of people are rip-offs of other wrestlers, and that don't bother me. That doesn't bother me one little bit. I just, like I said, I need more LA Knight, and his booking needs to get a lot better. And I like both wrestlers. I agree. Austin and The Rock are both fantastic wrestlers, two of my favorites. And like I said, I'm happy that LA Knight is using both of them as his own and making it work, because the crowd just loves this dude. Like, this dude got himself over on his own. He's the megastar. He is L.A. Knight. Yeah. But, yeah, the dude is just, he's one of my favorites. Like, honestly, one of my favorites. He's a hybrid of both. I agree, man. He really is. He has both of them in him, and he makes it work, like I said. The dude's great. He has all the charisma, all the star power that you want in a world champion. So I'm happy for him, and I really hope they push him, because if they just keep him in a battle royal and nothing for it, and it's just a battle royal to get him on the show, that's just stupid. But I am going to smoke really quick, and then I'm going to head out of here. I appreciate you guys for joining me tonight. If you don't mind, smash that like button. It really helps me out. It'll show that I did good, at least. But you guys were great tonight. I really appreciate you. So, question: you think Seth losing? Yes, I do think Seth is losing because I heard he's injured or something, that he's fighting like an injury or something like that. And I truly believe Finn Balor is going to take that world title. And you want to know why? Because he's too sweet. And he's my favorite. Finn Balor deserves a world championship reign. And I really, really hope Damian doesn't cash in that same night, which I literally feel like he's gonna. Like, give Finn Balor a couple weeks with that title, man, a couple months. Let him have his moment. Like, seriously, Finn Balor is one of my absolute favorites. When he had to surrender that Universal title all the way back at SummerSlam 2016, I was so devastated. So sad for the dude. And now 7 years later, he has an opportunity to do it once again. And now for the world title. But I seriously hope they give Finn Balor the world title. The dude, like you said, the dude deserves it. Like, he really does. He didn't get to have a reign. I agree, man. It was 1 day. Like, that doesn't even count. Literally 1 day. It was not even a day. Like, it was 48 hours. Like, it was stupid. And then, like, he had to deal with the Roman stuff. Like, it was just, I feel for the dude. Like I said, I hope he wins that world title. And I hope he gets a decent reign. Because Finn Balor deserves this. The dude has put in some great work. And he's one of my absolute favorites. And like I said, he's over with the crowd. So I honestly think that he'll get it. I think Priest won't cash in. I hope not. I hope he decides to be a homie and say, I'm gonna let you have your moment. And then he teases it a couple weeks, and then maybe Survivor Series he takes it. I'll have him take it at Survivor Series. Let Finn Balor have a few months, please. That's all I'm asking. That is all I'm asking. Priest might cash in on Roman low-key. I would be totally fine with that. That'd be something unexpected, and they both would have championships. That would actually be pretty cool, I'm not going to lie. Then Judgment Day would be taken over. But I'm going to take a hit really quick. Let me find my lighter. They're probably going to try to make us think otherwise so they can surprise us when he does. If he does win against Roman, bro, I would be so happy. I'm totally fine with Priest taking that taking that title from Roman, because at least it's something different. But I did want to say that I'm happy Paul Heyman and Roman no longer have both all those titles. It's just the main championship now. So at least they listened on that. So that's good. But hopefully they keep it away, because I don't ever want to see them have all these like, Roman doesn't need these other titles. They're retired. Keep them away. Now it's the main title. Let like you said, maybe Damian wins and be something unexpected, but I really don't see it happening. I want Cody, like I said, Cody should be the one to win it. It should be at SummerSlam, but of course it's not. We're gonna get it at WrestleMania. And if he doesn't win after that, then I don't know. I really don't. Then WWE is just, at this point, they don't care. When the bloodline is at its weakest, that's when to strike for Priest. I agree, bro. I agree, 100%. But I'm gonna take a really quick hit, and then I'm gonna head out of here. Please leave a like, comment, subscribe, tell a friend, tell a buddy, tell your homies, tell your family, get your boys over. But thank you for being here. And lastly, but not last, but smash that like button. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. I will be back on with my brother tomorrow to talk about Collision. But till then, thank you for joining, and peace out, brothers.